Welcome to the Prepper Almanac. Thank you for joining us today. It is deeply appreciated. In today's video, we are going to discuss priceless barter items you will need after a societal collapse. And if I give you value in today's video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. Be sure to watch the video to the end and let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Now let's get to it. Today, we're going to discuss some serious survival stuff. We're talking about those things you want to have stashed away when the world goes sideways. The kind of stuff that'll make you a king or queen when bartering becomes the new Amazon Prime. We're talking about the ultimate barter items in a post-societal collapse world. A lot of these items you can pick up cheaply at a local dollar store. Now let's get to the discussion, and please note, I have put these in alphabetical order, so it's easier for you to go back to a section if you want to view it again. First up, we've got air pumps. These might seem mundane, but trust me, when you need to inflate a tire to escape a bad situation, you'll be praising the air pump gods. And it's not just tires. Think about it. Air mattresses, inflatable rafts, and those little kiddie pools that could be used to collect rainwater. You get the idea. In a world without gas stations on every corner, an air pump becomes a golden ticket. It's about mobility, being able to get from point A to point B when everything's gone to heck. And let me tell you, in a barter situation, that kind of utility, that's worth its weight in gold, or maybe even more valuable than ammunition, medicine, or you name it. How about allergy medicine? You might not think of it as a top-tier barter item, but let me tell you, when the pollen count is high and people are desperate for relief, allergy meds become a hot commodity. Imagine that the world's gone mad, resources are scarce, and you're the only one with a stash of Claritin. People will be lining up to trade their hard-earned goods for just a little bit of relief. It's all about supply and demand. And in a world where the supply chain is broken, having a surplus of something people need, even if it's just allergy meds, puts you in a position of power. You become the benevolent provider, the one people turn to for help, and that's a valuable position to be in. My friends, with crazy stuff happens in society. Now let's talk about aloe vera. This plant is a lifesaver. Sunburns, cuts, scrapes, you name it, aloe can help. In a grid-down situation where access to medical care is limited, having a natural remedy like aloe vera on hand is huge. It's like having a little piece of the pharmacy growing right in your backyard. Now imagine you're in a barter situation and someone comes to you with a nasty burn. They're in pain, desperate for relief. You pull out your aloe vera plant, break off a piece, and show them how to use it. You've just provided them with comfort and healing, and that's something they won't soon forget. Aloe vera might not be as flashy as some other barter items in today's discussion, but it's a true MVP in a post-collapse world. The currency of a changed world. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, ammo. Ammo becomes more than just bullets in a post-collapse world, it becomes currency. It's the difference between eating and starving, between defending yourself and being vulnerable. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and become some kind of ammo hoarder, but having a decent supply of ammo for your firearms is just common sense preparedness. And in a barter situation, ammo is king. It's like having a stack of gold bars. People will trade anything for it because they know it's essential for survival. Aluminum foil, the Swiss Army knife of barter items. It's not just for wrapping leftovers anymore. This stuff is incredibly versatile and has a million uses in a survival situation. You can use it for cooking, creating makeshift shelters, signaling for help, purifying water. The list goes on and on. It's lightweight, compact, and durable, making it the perfect addition to your bug-out bag. Now imagine you're in a barter situation and someone needs to boil water, but their pot is busted. Boom! You whip out your trusty roll of aluminum foil, fashion a makeshift pot, and save the day. They're blown away by your ingenuity, and you walk away with a potential trade. Let's next talk about animal traps. Look, I love a good steak as much as the next guy, but in a grid-down scenario, your local grocery store isn't going to be open for business. You're going to have to rely on your own skills and ingenuity to put food on the table. That's where animal traps come in. Trapping is a sustainable way to provide food for yourself and your family. And in a barter situation, being able to offer fresh meat, that's a game changer. Imagine you've set up a few traps and managed to catch a rabbit or squirrel. You take it back to your community and suddenly you're the most popular person around. What is your best defense against the unseen? Let's talk about the big guns, antibiotics. In a world without modern medicine, even a small cut can turn deadly if it gets infected. Antibiotics are your first line of defense against infection, and having a supply on hand could literally mean the difference between life and death. Now I know what you're thinking. I can't just stockpile antibiotics. I need a prescription, and you're right. But there are ways to acquire antibiotics legally and safely, even in preparation for a potential collapse. Talk to your doctor, explain your concerns and see if they're willing to work with you. And if all else fails, there are reputable online sources. Just do your research and make sure you're getting them from a reliable source. Let's keep it clean when it counts. Let's talk about antiseptics. In a world without readily available medical care, preventing infection is paramount, and that's where antiseptics come in. Whether it's a cut, scrape, or burn, having a good antiseptic on hand can help prevent infection and promote healing. Now, I'm not talking about just your average rubbing alcohol here. While alcohol is effective, it can also be harsh on the skin, especially if you're using it frequently. Look for things like povidone iodine or chlorhexidine, which are gentler on the skin but still incredibly effective at killing bacteria. Trust me, in a post-collapse world, your skin will thank you for it. And in a barter situation, having a good supply of antiseptics will make you a valuable asset to any community. Now let's go through a bunch more items and a little quicker. In a societal collapse, apple cider vinegar's natural cleaning properties and potential health benefits could make it valuable for bartering. People would likely trade for it to disinfect surfaces, soothe coughs, or boost their immune system. Aspirin's pain-relieving and fever-reducing properties would be highly sought after in a collapse. People would likely barter for it to treat headaches, injuries, and illnesses. Baby food and formula would become vital for bartering due to their ability to nourish infants and potentially even weakened adults. Their portability, extended shelf life, and pre-measured portions would make them irreplaceable for caregivers without access to fresh food sources. Baking powder and baking soda would hold bartering value for two key reasons: leavening and sanitation. While baking bread might seem trivial, the ability to create edible and potentially morale-boosting baked goods would be a sought-after skill. Additionally, baking soda's mild antiseptic properties could make it useful for cleaning and basic wound care. Bandages would be a highly valuable barter item due to their critical role in wound care. With limited access to medical supplies, even simple bandages could prevent infections and promote healing, making them essential for anyone suffering injuries. Bandanas would become useful for bartering due to their versatility. They can be used for wound protection, keeping dust out of the face, signaling for help, or even as a makeshift weapon. Their durability and multiple uses would make them a valuable commodity. Bar soap's simplicity and effectiveness make it a prime bartering candidate in a societal collapse. While fancy toiletries might become luxuries, the ability to maintain basic hygiene with long-lasting bar soap would be crucial for health and social interaction. People would likely trade for it to prevent the spread of disease and stay clean. Batteries would become vital for bartering due to their ability to power many essential devices. Many forms of communication, entertainment, and even medical equipment rely on batteries, and with no way to recharge them, people would barter for them to keep these devices operational. Beans are a fantastic bartering chip in a societal collapse for a couple of reasons: nutrition and storage. They're a complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids for survival, and incredibly shelf-stable when dried. This makes them a valuable source of sustenance that can be traded for other necessities. The bartering potential of belts is immense. Well-made leather or canvas belts could be useful for bartering due to their durability. They can be used for their original purpose, holding up pants, or even repurposed as straps for carrying items or securing shelters. Benadryl would be a valuable bartering chip due to its ability to treat allergic reactions and stings. With limited access to medical care, even a basic allergy medication like Benadryl could be life-saving for those suffering from severe allergic reactions or insect bites. People would likely barter for it to manage these conditions and prevent them from escalating. The bartering potential of bicycle parts in a societal collapse may be immense. In a situation where bicycles become a primary mode of transportation due to lack of fuel, functional bicycle parts would be highly sought after. However, if bicycles are readily available and cannibalized for parts, then individual components might become less valuable. Generally speaking, generic parts like tires, tubes, and chains would be more in demand than specialized components like high-end derailleurs or specific size handlebars. The ability to fix a flat tire or replace a broken chain would be crucial for keeping a bicycle functional. Binoculars can be helpful for hunting, scouting for resources, or observing wildlife and people. Bivvies would have significant bartering potential in a societal collapse due to their role in shelter and survival. Here's why: protection from the elements. Bivvies are lightweight, waterproof, and often reflective, making them essential for providing protection from rain, wind, and even hypothermia. In a collapse scenario where shelter is scarce, anything that offers protection from the elements would be highly valuable. Portability. Unlike tents, bivvies are compact and lightweight, allowing people to carry them easily as they travel or scavenge for resources. This portability makes them even more attractive for bartering. Multiple uses. In a pinch, bivvies can be used for more than just shelter. They can be used as ground cover, emergency signal panels, or even water collection tools. Their versatility would increase their worth in a barter situation. Bleach. Bleach's primary strength as a bartering item would be its disinfectant properties. Clean water would be a top priority, and bleach can be used to purify questionable water sources in a limited way. However, it's important to note that proper use and dilution are crucial to avoid harmful effects. Borax. Borax is a natural cleaning agent that can be used for laundry, dishes, and even some surface cleaning. While not as strong as bleach, it offers a more environmentally friendly alternative for basic hygiene in a collapse scenario. Overall, bleach and borax would have some niche value in a barter situation. Buckets would be a highly valuable barter item in a societal collapse for several reasons. Clean water would be a top priority, and buckets would be crucial for collecting, transporting, and storing it. Buckets can be used for washing clothes, dishes, and even bathing in a pinch. This would be essential for maintaining hygiene and preventing the spread of disease. Durable buckets can be used to store a variety of items, from food and tools to collected rainwater. In some cases, buckets can even be used for basic construction purposes, such as mixing mortar or creating makeshift shelters. Well-made buckets are built to last, making them a valuable long-term investment in a barter situation. Bug spray. In areas with dangerous insects that can transmit diseases, mosquitoes, ticks, bug spray could become more valuable. People might barter for it to prevent illnesses like malaria or Lyme disease. Burn gel. Burn gel can provide some pain relief for minor burns, which would be a welcome benefit in a situation with limited pain medication. By keeping the burn moist and preventing it from drying out, burn gel can help prevent infection, a major concern in a collapse with limited access to antibiotics. Camp stoves would be a valuable barter item in a societal collapse for several reasons. In a collapse scenario where traditional utilities and infrastructure might be unreliable, a camp stove would provide a vital way to cook food. This ensures people can safely consume meals and avoid illnesses from spoiled food. Many camp stoves can operate on a variety of fuels, such as propane, butane, or even wood. This versatility would be crucial in a situation where finding a specific fuel source might be difficult. Can openers. Even though alternative methods exist, can openers offer a much safer and more efficient way to open cans. This would be especially important for people who might lack the strength or dexterity to use alternative methods, ensuring they can still access valuable canned food. Properly opening cans helps prevent contamination and spoilage of the food inside. This becomes even more crucial when fresh food sources are scarce. Canned food is likely to be a major source of sustenance in a collapse, and a can opener would ensure continued access to this food supply. And be sure to have a manual one on hand in case the power is out for a long period of time. Candles. Candles would have good bartering potential in a societal collapse for a few reasons. In a situation where electricity is unreliable or unavailable, candles would become a vital source of light. This is essential for basic tasks like cooking, reading, and navigating at night. People would likely barter for them to maintain some sense of normalcy and safety during darkness. Candles have a very long shelf life if stored properly, making them a reliable barter item that won't spoil or degrade quickly. While basic illumination is their primary purpose, candles can also be used for limited heat generation, basic wound sterilization with caution, and even signaling for help. While not always readily available depending on the situation, the materials to make basic candles, wax and wick, might be obtainable, allowing people to create their own rudimentary versions if needed. Canned food would be a prime bartering chip in a societal collapse for several reasons. Canned food offers a shelf-stable source of essential nutrients. Fruits, vegetables, proteins, and even pre-made meals can be preserved for extended periods, ensuring access to a balanced diet even when fresh food sources are limited. Unlike many other food options, canned goods require minimal preparation. They can be consumed directly from the can or heated with a simple camp stove or fire, making them ideal in a situation where resources and energy might be scarce. Canned food comes in a wide variety of options, catering to different dietary needs and preferences. This variety would make them appealing to a wide range of people during a barter situation. In a collapse, people's basic needs will supersede most things. Food is essential for survival, and canned foods' portability, long shelf life, and variety make it a universally valuable commodity. Canned food can even be used as a form of currency in a barter system. People can trade cans for other essential goods and services, creating a stable and reliable way to exchange value. Canning jars and lids would have significant bartering potential in a societal collapse for a few reasons. In a collapse scenario, fresh food preservation becomes a critical skill. Canning jars and lids enable people to store fruits, vegetables, and even meats for extended periods. This allows them to stockpile food when available and avoid spoilage. Unlike disposable containers, canning jars are made from durable glass and can be reused multiple times over many years with proper care. Replacement lids are relatively simple to make at home using basic materials and natural rubber. Canning jars aren't limited just to food preservation. They can be used for storage of dry goods, loose teas, crafting materials, and a variety of other household items. Their versatility makes them valuable for multiple purposes. The ability to preserve food using canning jars and lids would indirectly increase the value of things like fruits and vegetables harvested during times of plenty. People could trade their canning skills and supplies for fresh produce, creating a barter loop. Cast iron cookware would be a valuable barter item in a societal collapse for several reasons. Cast iron is incredibly durable and can last for generations with proper care. In a situation where replacing tools and equipment might be difficult, cast iron cookware would be great for the long term. Cast iron skillets, Dutch ovens, and griddles can be used for a wide range of cooking methods, from frying and searing to baking, stewing, and slow cooking. This versatility makes them a one-stop shop for many cooking needs, reducing the dependence on other specialized cookware. Cast iron heats evenly and retains heat exceptionally well. This allows for efficient cooking over open fires or camp stoves, which might be the primary heat sources in a collapse. Unlike many modern cookware materials, cast iron can be used directly over open flames or hot coals. This makes it ideal for outdoor cooking and adaptable to different environments. While cast iron requires seasoning to maintain its non-stick properties, the maintenance process is relatively simple and doesn't require harsh chemicals. Hey, by the way, if you are liking the video so far, please hit that like button, it helps me out. Next is charcoal. Charcoal would have good bartering potential in a societal collapse for a few reasons. In a collapse scenario where traditional fuel sources like gas or electricity might be unreliable, charcoal becomes a valuable fuel for cooking and heating. It can be used in camp stoves, grills, or even makeshift fire pits for essential tasks like preparing food and staying warm. Charcoal is lightweight and relatively compact, making it easy to transport and store. This portability would be crucial for people on the move or those needing to relocate. When stored properly in a dry place, charcoal can last for years without degrading. This makes it a reliable long-term fuel source in an uncertain situation. Beyond cooking and heating, charcoal can also be used for some basic metalworking tasks like forging or tempering small tools. This additional functionality could increase its value to some bartering partners. Next are cloth diapers, a clothesline, and clothespins. They would have significant bartering potential in a societal collapse for several reasons. Cloth diapers. Unlike disposable diapers can be washed and reused countless times, this is crucial in a collapse scenario where access to manufactured goods might be limited. Beyond diapering, cloth diapers can be repurposed for a variety of uses, such as wound dressings. Absorbent cloth can be used for cleaning and bandaging wounds. Insulation, folded cloth diapers can provide some insulating properties for warmth. Straining. The fabric can be used for straining liquids or creating makeshift filters. Maintaining clean clothes is essential for hygiene and preventing the spread of disease. A clothesline and clothespins would allow people to wash and dry clothes without relying on electricity-powered dryers. A simple clothesline made from rope or strong twine and wooden clothespins are very durable and can last for years with proper care. The clothesline can be easily set up between two trees or poles, making it a portable solution for drying clothes in different locations. Coleman fuel, also known as white gas, would have good bartering potential in a societal collapse for several reasons. Coleman fuel is the primary fuel source for many Coleman brand camp stoves. In a collapse scenario where electricity and natural gas might be unavailable, camp stoves would become a vital way to cook food. Having fuel for these stoves ensures people can prepare safe and hot meals. While commonly used in Coleman stoves, white gas can also be used in some other camp stove models and lanterns. This versatility broadens its potential applications. Compared to gasoline or propane, white gas has a longer shelf life when stored properly in airtight containers. This makes it a more reliable fuel source in a long-term collapse situation. Collapsible bottles. Collapsible bottles would have some bartering potential in a societal collapse. Collapsed bottles take up minimal space, making them ideal for carrying in a backpack or bug-out bag. This is crucial in a situation where people might be traveling or living in cramped conditions. Many collapsible bottles are made from strong, puncture-resistant materials like silicone, making them more durable than disposable water bottles. Reusability. Unlike disposable bottles, collapsible ones can be refilled and reused countless times, reducing waste and the need for constantly finding new containers. Compasses would have some bartering potential in a societal collapse. For long-distance travel, especially through unfamiliar territory, a compass can be an essential tool for finding direction and avoiding getting lost. Having a compass can provide a sense of security and help people stay oriented, especially in situations where traditional navigation systems might not be functioning. People with military or survival training would likely place a higher value on a compass due to their navigation skills. Cotton balls. Cotton balls would have some bartering potential in a societal collapse. While not ideal, cotton balls could be used for basic wound cleaning and applying ointments. This could be valuable if bandages or gauze are scarce. Dry cotton balls can be used as tinder to help start fires, especially with a spark-producing tool like a lighter or fire starter. Cotton balls might be used for basic hygiene tasks or as a makeshift filter, with caution, in an improvised water purification system. Dehydrated meats. Dehydrated meats can last for months or even years without spoiling, making them a valuable food source in a situation where fresh meat might be scarce. By removing the water, dehydrated meats become significantly lighter and more compact. This makes them ideal for emergency food storage, backpacking, or any situation where weight and space are limited. Dehydrated meats retain most of their protein and fat content, making them a good source of essential nutrients. While some vitamins and minerals might be lost during processing, they are still a valuable source of energy and essential building blocks for the body. Overall, dehydrated meats offer a portable, long-lasting, and nutritious food source, making them a highly valuable commodity in a societal collapse or any situation where access to fresh food might be limited. They would likely be a sought-after item for bartering due to their combination of benefits. Dental floss. Dental floss might seem like a minor item, but in a societal collapse it could hold some surprising bartering value. Maintaining good oral hygiene is crucial to prevent dental problems. Untreated cavities and infections can become serious in a collapse scenario where access to dentists might be limited. Floss can help prevent these issues. Dental floss is a strong, thin thread that can be surprisingly versatile. Floss can be used for minor clothing repairs, stitching wounds, in a pinch after sterilization, or crafting makeshift tools. Floss can be used to create small snares or traps for catching small animals. Coated floss, like waxed or flavored, can be used as tinder to help start fires. The bright colors of some floss can be used for basic signaling or creating visual markers. Duct tape. Duct tape would be a highly valuable bartering item in a societal collapse for several reasons. Duct tape's claim to fame is its ability to fix, mend, and reinforce a wide variety of things. In a collapse scenario where replacing broken items might be difficult, duct tape becomes a jack-of-all-trades solution for repairs such as the following. Shelters. Patching holes in tents, tarps, or makeshift shelters. Clothing. Repair, fixing rips or tears in clothing, creating makeshift footwear. Tool repair, securing loose tool parts, creating makeshift handles. Equipment protection, weatherproofing gear, adding grip to tools. First aid, in a pinch, securing bandages or dressings, not directly on wounds. Strength and durability. Duct tape offers good adhesion and can withstand some stress and strain, making repairs more permanent compared to other temporary solutions. Compact and lightweight. A roll of duct tape takes up minimal space and weight, making it easy to store and carry in a backpack or bug-out bag. Usable on various materials. Duct tape adheres to a wide range of surfaces, from fabric and metal to wood and plastic, increasing its applicability for different repairs. Emergency whistles. Emergency whistles would be a valuable bartering item in a societal collapse for several reasons. In a situation where you're lost, injured, or in danger, an emergency whistle can be a lifesaver. Its loud, shrill sound can travel long distances and can be heard over loud noises like wind or rushing water, increasing your chances of being rescued. Unlike flares or electronic devices, emergency whistles require no batteries or complex mechanisms. This makes them reliable and easy to use in any condition. Emergency whistles are small, compact, and very lightweight. They can be easily attached to a keychain, backpack, or life jacket without adding any bulk or weight. Energy bars. Energy bars would have some bartering potential in a societal collapse. High-calorie energy bars are designed to provide a quick and concentrated source of calories, which would be crucial for maintaining energy levels in a situation where regular meals might be scarce. Portable and convenient. Energy bars don't require refrigeration and are easy to carry in a backpack or pocket, making them ideal for travel or situations where cooking facilities are limited. Some shelf life. While not indefinite, energy bars typically have a decent shelf life, meaning they can be stored for weeks or even months without spoiling. Variety. Energy bars come in a wide variety of flavors, and some cater to specific dietary needs. This variety could increase their appeal to different people. Fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers would be very valuable bartering items in a societal collapse. Here's why. Essential for safety. Fire prevention. In a situation where fire departments might not be readily available, having a fire extinguisher on hand could be the difference between containing a small fire and losing everything. Multiple uses. Fire extinguishers can be used for various fire types depending on their classification, A, B, or C. This versatility increases their overall usefulness. Limited availability. In functioning societies, fire extinguishers are not a common household item. This means there's a good chance many people wouldn't have one readily available in a collapse. Some fire extinguishers can be refilled with the proper knowledge and tools. This reusability would make them even more valuable in a long-term situation. How about fire starters, first aid kits, first aid manuals? Fire starters. Fire is crucial for warmth, cooking food, boiling water, purification, and signaling for help. In a collapse, readily starting fires becomes a critical skill, and fire starters make this process easier and more reliable, especially in harsh weather conditions. Fire starters can be used to ignite campfires, stoves, torches, or even signal fires. Their versatility makes them a valuable tool in various situations. Relatively easy to replace. While not infinitely reusable, some fire starters, like flint and steel, can create sparks for a long time, and replacements like lighters or matches can potentially be found or bartered for. First aid kits. Even minor injuries can become serious without proper treatment in a collapse scenario. A well-stocked first aid kit provides essential supplies for cleaning wounds, dressing injuries, and managing pain. First aid kits can address various situations, from cuts and scrapes to sprains, burns, and allergic reactions. Having a variety of supplies increases their preparedness value. The contents of a first aid kit will eventually be used up, and depending on the situation, refilling it might be difficult. This makes a well-stocked kit even more valuable. First aid manuals. Knowledge is power. Even the most comprehensive first aid kit is useless without the knowledge of how to use it properly. A good first aid manual provides instructions on wound care, CPR, administering medication, and other essential medical procedures. Unlike bandages or medication that get used up, a first aid manual provides a lasting source of medical knowledge that can be used to help oneself and others in various situations. First aid manuals are compact and lightweight, making them easy to carry and reference in an emergency. Fishing gear and fishing nets. The value of them in a societal collapse is very apparent. Source of food. In a situation where access to food is limited, fishing gear and nets can provide a sustainable way to catch fish, a valuable source of protein. Versatility. Different types of fishing gear, rods, reels, lines, hooks, can target various fish species in freshwater or saltwater environments, increasing potential catches. Durability. Some fishing gear, especially metal rods and hooks, can be quite durable and last for a long time with proper care. Flashlights. Flashlights have several qualities that make them valuable for bartering. Utility. They provide light in dark conditions, which is essential for many tasks like navigating unfamiliar areas, working on repairs, or signaling for help. Durability. Many flashlights are built tough and weatherproof, making them reliable in various situations. Relatively compact. They are small and lightweight, allowing for easy storage and carrying. Variety. Flashlights come in a variety of sizes, brightness, and features, rechargeable, multiple light modes, to suit different needs and preferences. Relatively low pre-crisis cost. Even in ordinary times, flashlights are obtainable for a reasonable price, making them a tradable item that most people could access before a crisis. Flour. Flour also holds significant value for bartering due to several factors. Essential food source. Flour is a base ingredient for many staple foods like bread, pasta, and pastries. In a situation where obtaining ready-made food is difficult, flour allows people to produce their own sustenance. Versatility. There are many types of flour, wheat, rye, cornmeal, suitable for various recipes, making it adaptable to different dietary needs and preferences. Storability. Flour has a relatively long shelf life, especially if stored properly in cool, dry conditions. This makes it a valuable asset in times of scarcity. Compactness. Compared to its nutritional value, flour is quite compact, allowing for efficient storage and transportation. Folding saws. Folding saws can be a valuable tool for bartering due to several reasons. Usefulness. A folding saw allows people to cut wood for fire building, shelter construction, tool creation, and other essential tasks. Durability. Folding saws, especially those made with high-quality steel, can be quite durable if properly cared for. They can last a long time, making them a worthwhile investment in a barter situation. Portability. Since they fold, they're much more compact and easier to carry than full-size saws. This makes them ideal for situations where space is limited. Versatility. Depending on the size and blade type, folding saws can handle various cutting tasks, from small branches to firewood. Some may even have features for cutting bone or metal. Relatively lower cost. Folding saws are generally less expensive than other bartering tools like axes or machetes. Foraging guides can be a valuable tool for bartering for several reasons. Knowledge acquisition. In a situation where readily available food sources are scarce, knowing how to identify and safely consume wild plants can be a critical survival skill. Foraging guides provide information on edible plants, including their appearance, habitat, and proper harvesting techniques. Supplement diet. Foraged foods can supplement a diet and provide essential nutrients like vitamins, minerals, and fiber. A foraging guide can help people find a wider variety of edible plants to add to their meals. Long-term sustainability. Foraging can be a sustainable way to acquire food, reducing dependence on dwindling stocks of cultivated crops or preserved foods. Lightweight and portable. Foraging guides are lightweight and easy to carry, making them ideal for situations where mobility is important. There is our first batch of barter items. We'll have more items to ponder in subsequent videos. Today's list was to get our mind thinking. As we wrap up today's video, if you have any questions or if there are any topics that you would like discussed in the future, let us know in the comment section below. We love to get video ideas from the community, and let us know what you think of today's video as well. We always appreciate input. Be sure to like today's video and subscribe to the channel to learn more about prepping, and share the video with others that may have a passion for prepping or are curious about prepping in general. As I mentioned earlier, I have put chapters in the description of the video, so if there is a section you would like to specifically go back to and re-watch, you can re-watch only the section of the video that you want. And lastly, based on YouTube's algorithm and your viewing history, YouTube is recommending this next video in the top left-hand area of your screen for you to check out next. Enjoy.